Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today is March 23rd, 2021, and today's news is brought to you by Downtown Camera, an independent photography store located in Toronto, Canada, in operations for more than 40 years. While they carry a large selection of digital goods, they aim to carry the widest selection of film and affordable film processing services in Canada. Join their AM/FM club, get 25% off Kodak films and chemistry, and 10% of other brands. So basically, you pay like a small fee annually, and you get like a discount on Kodak film, other films, and other products. Also, if you're a student or a teacher, you get even more discount in the annual fee, which is pretty cool. Check out their site below if you're in Canada. So short news this week, except for the major piece of news, which is Intrepid's compact Enlarger finally launched on Kickstarter last Friday. And there's been a couple things I want to mention about it. First of all, the Enlarger is 250 pounds with a normal Kickstarter back. They did have a lower entry point, which got sold out very fast. There was 25 units. For me as a film community guy, I would have loved to see maybe more than 25 units. Maybe they would have done something for like 24 hours for those people that are quick, or maybe the first couple hours. Not sure about that, but I understand the fact that early bird is early bird. But it seemed like they posted a little bit earlier to see if things were going well. People got informed about it, bought the early bird, and people got a little upset, which is understandable that they got upset, but these things happen. So they're already fully funded. It's a compact Enlarger that covers, like I mentioned in the news before, 35 medium format up to 6x9, has multi-grade contrast built in, so you can dial it with a little dial, has the color for color enlarging or printing, sorry. It has safe flight. It does like all kinds of things. So the controller has to be with the Enlarger. You can't use your own controller if you own one, or if you're using split grade kind of things from RH Designs or others. So that's a bit of the perk. You will need a tripod or copy stand. You will need an easel if you don't own one. You could do it without an easel. And I made a video printing with it, and my video is very much first hands-on. And I've seen a lot of quirks in this prototype. So in that video, I do mention a couple of the quirks. There's more that I found, which I will be telling Intrepid about. But also, do follow and watch, I'll leave the link below, a video to Lina video where she talks about the difference between LED and the color quality of them. And I think the blue spectrum is the hardest one. Lina's gone full-on investigation about all of it, and she has a very thorough video. But basically, she does say that on the version she has, another prototype version like mine, the color spectrum is not there yet, and it actually lacks in the contrast you need at a grade 5, for example. Highly recommend that. Also, if you guys want to see more about this prototype, I'm happy to make maybe a live stream or something like it. But like I said in the video, it's a prototype. You got to take things with a pinch of salt, because things will get improved for the final product that you will get if you back the Kickstarter. Also, I'm leaving the link below, which is affiliated. So if you do buy the Enlarger with that link, this channel gets a kickback. I need to say that, disclose it, plus I think it's good to tell you guys about it. Also, I leave a link to an interview I did with Max like a week before the Kickstarter, talking all kinds of things about the Kickstarter, Intrepid, and the future of the brand. Then we have a bit of news from ORWO. Remember when I said that ORWO might be coming back with color film, and I made a video explaining it because someone said it was kind of like not based on facts. Well, it looks like things are tying in together slowly. Seems like now ORWO is US based, so they are owned by a British American consortium called SEAL 1818, and this was in my video about there's a bunch of brands going through it, and there's like different things, very complicated to understand, honestly. And it seems like they can use the brand outside of Europe, and there's a conglomerate of brands under the same roof: Nicosphotographyshow, ORWO Studios, and a few others. I have the pictures here. Nicosphotographyshow, Filmotech, ORWO Medical, Glowtech, ORWO Studios. Like, if you go to the website, you can see there's a bunch of brands under the same roof. The good thing about this, and this is on their Instagram account, it says ORWO Legendary Films are now all in one place. All the know-how and all that stuff is under the same roof for the first time in 50 years. And now they say that all their fans are eagerly waiting for the return of our medium format film stocks and the introduction of our new groundbreaking cinema, film, and archiving stocks. I highly recommend. There's an interview with ORWO USA where they say that basically they've been doing a lot of archiving stocks. This is used for, I think, like the Library of Congress in the USA uses ORWO film to like preserve. Supposedly film preserves very well, or at least people know the life of film when preserving archives, even audio and stuff. I'm not sure about that because I'm not my expertise. But yeah, basically looks like maybe we'll get medium format. Do remember they make, I think it's the N74 and N54, which are black and white films, ISO 100 and 400, and then a couple other films which are used for archiving and other stuff like that. So yeah, looks like ORWO's going forward, which is pretty cool. Now to a little bit less, let's say to bad news. Erwin Puts passes away. If you don't know who he is, which honestly I wasn't an expert on him, I've been reading about for the news. He wrote the Leica Lens Compendium, and he's one of the biggest, or was one of the biggest Leica experts in the world. He retired from, I think he was working with or for Leica in 2019, if I'm not wrong. And he just basically got sick and passed away pretty fast. So I'm very sorry for his loss. I will be purchasing the book, and I'll leave a link below if you want to buy it. Also, it will be affiliated. But I think it's always good to understand more. Supposedly, he was also a very well-known and renowned just in photography in general. Just not if you like Leica. Supposedly, the Leica Lens Compendium is a book about understanding light and what happens when it passes through a lens and so on. So very interesting read. I honestly want to know more about it, so I'll be getting the book myself. Then one of my Patreon backers let me know about Polaroid Round Frame coming back. It's again being leaked. We had the Polaroid Go, which still hasn't been published anywhere. And now the Polaroid Round Frame. This is a Polaroid 600 film. So for the 600 line of cameras, but it has the round frame. So instead of getting the normal Polaroid square inside the rectangle, you will be getting a round frame. This was released before when it was impossible in 2015, and now seems to be coming at some point to the market. So I have no news except for a link to the website that accidentally leaked it and then took it off. So I can't show you more than the pictures you're seeing on screen. Then someone on Facebook friended me, and they seem to be behind the light lens, Leica lens. It's called the light lens, and they made the first lens that was a 35mm f2 Summicron styled lens, and it was the first version, so the V1 8-element famous lens. And it seems like they're working on a Leicavit copy for the M6, M7, MP. If you don't know what a Leicavit is basically you change the bottom plate of your Leica camera, film camera, and when you take a picture, instead of advancing with your thumb on the top, you advance from the bottom. So you hold your camera while you're focusing, and you have this little tab coming down, and each time you shoot, you advance. So instead of taking 1 frame per second, let's say, you can take like 2 frames per second. So it can be for fast pace. So you just press and advance, press and advance. This, they used to be sold by Leica. I used to work in multiple cameras, from the Barnett camera, some of them, the M2, M3 and others. I'm not an expert on that, but supposedly this person, which I'll leave his Facebook below, is making them for the M6, M7, MP. Supposedly there will be some of them coming for the M2 and other cameras. As I saw in the pictures on Facebook, it seems that they're making like, I don't know, 50, 100 units already, which is pretty cool. And if you're interested, you can just check that link, maybe write him. He seems to be taking orders or pre-orders on Facebook. So that's the news for today. Once again, thank you Downtown Camera for sponsoring news. Kind of cool to see a camera store from Canada sponsoring the news here. And as always, you can send an email to the email below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.